Hi everyone, I'm Katie. What are you looking at? Quietly slide into the nearest booth or silently stare at the patrons. I'm gonna introduce myself. This seems like a small community, but also it feels like a very tight-knit one. So I'm gonna introduce myself to these people. Hi everyone, I'm Katie, just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Great, good to know. I have a feeling this person here is whispering already and these two are listening, yeah? Oh, this was the person with the fancy shirt. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Aw, shucks, thanks Avery. Okay, Avery uses they pronoun, good to know. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Oh, is that for Gretchen? For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip: you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. Oh, look at that face. Oh, such a cutie. All dogs are best dogs. Anything for you? Offer them your boiled peanuts. I can offer my boiled peanuts for everyone. Explore, isn't bacon bad for dogs? I'm not gonna ask about this. It's not my place immediately to question the dog's diet. Sheesh. No thanks, I ate pretty recently. Stella said she's buying, so I'll have one of everything please and thank you. Wow. How much is the coffee? Order a biscuit, order a biscuit and coffee. I think Stella recommended she says something about coffee or something. Could I have a biscuit and coffee please? I heard they were really good. Yeah, she gave me a wink just now. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. Oh. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slam around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Sounds fun. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery is throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. Oh, Avery's party sounds amazing. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. What's that? That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is the potluck like a church thing? Cool. None of that's really striking my fancy, or remain silent. I'm gonna ask, is the potluck like a church thing so that I get to know a bit how religious this community is? Is the potluck a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. A non-religious community in the rural south, I get that, that's a shame. Oh yeah, religion sucks or remain silent. I'm gonna ask about this. Ask the first question. A non-religious community in the rural south, that's gotta be unusual. Yeah, I could imagine so. I know, we must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the pasture's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. Oh, okay. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Street smart, what's your angle here? What is it to you? No clue. I'm sure I'll be able to occupy myself. I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. Well, I bet she does have an angle here, so I'm gonna use my street smart option. What's your angle? My angle? I would never have an angle. Street smart, she definitely has an angle. Look at that facial expression. Poor Gretchen. She finished eating her bacon. Okay, so my job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera. And it's always better when someone else is there too. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that blade of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks, it looks great. You didn't have to do that. What do I look like? A charity case? Wow, showdown. Oh, thanks, it looks great. I'm gonna be grateful. It was a kind gesture and I'm gonna accept it. Thanks, Avery, it looks great. You pick up the biscuit, it's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Oh, that sounds so good. I wanna have cookies now. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa! Lie, I've had better. This is the best biscuit I've ever had, but that's not saying much. This is kind of like I want to say it's the best biscuit I've ever had, but this kind of takes the compliment away a bit. I mean, diminishes the compliment. So I'm gonna just go with very traditional and elegant. Whoa! This is a really good biscuit. Wow! I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a I'm a YouTuber. That's wonderful. I wholeheartedly support you. Wait, what? What kind of videos do you do? Wow, that's rad. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be excited about it and ask what kind of videos Stella does. Cool. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Oh, Mothman shirts. You should really check out her channel, Katie. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawaba. What was that? The Catawaba. Catawba. Wow. River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So, the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. Two Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River. And that's all I had to go on. Okay. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Okay. So Stella has Mothman shirts. She runs a YouTube channel where she hunts cryptids. And she has a bug whose name is Gretchen and who has an accent which sounds like Southern Belle. I mean, the entire concept of these characters together, it's amazing! I wonder what kind of footage she managed to catch in this case. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Definitely something, yeah. Gotta click thumbs up on the video. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its sting from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own two eyes. Avery's facial expression is so awesome. Talk to animals, it's a mountain lion. Talk to animals, Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. That's an honest to God cryptid there. Oh yeah, totally a dog. Or wait, a beaver? Hold on. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone. I don't believe in cryptids. Remain silent. What would happen if you would go through this entire game just by choosing all the remain silent options? I wonder. If I'm gonna say Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion, I'm gonna seem really weird to both of these characters. So I'm gonna say that's an honest to God cryptid there. I'm gonna support her. I mean, the whole point of the channel is to hunt cryptids, and we need a bit of magic and mystery in our lives, so why not support her and say that it's honest to God cryptid there? That's an honest to goodness cryptid right there. No way that's a beaver or a dog. And there's no way a capybara would be swimming in a river in the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia. But that would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? Yeah, until someone catches a capybara up here, that would still count as a cryptid by most standards. My comment section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days. I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience. And it meant that the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Might be, yeah. Exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers! Whoops, sorry Avery. It's okay, I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you all around. See you, Avery. It was nice to meet you. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. You stinky! What Skunk Ape? Heck yeah! Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? Remains silent. But I know something about cryptids. I'm gonna ask, is it like smelling Bigfoot? Bigfoot? Oh no. I hope this is not a rude conversation option. I don't want to be mean to Stella. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? It's definitely one of the lesser ape-type cryptids, and one of the smellier according to some sources. They say you should be able to smell it before you see it. I don't know about you, but I find the idea of discovering something previously unknown to be excitement enough. Even if it is just worse Bigfoot. Oh no, I hope I wasn't too rude. I didn't mean to be. I didn't mean to be rude at all. I support you, Stella. You got this. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug of war with her dog. Oh, that's scary. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you say? Wanna tag along? Oh, yeah! Totally. Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky. That sort of thing. Yes, yes, and yes! Let's go hunt some cryptids! Talk to animals. Are you gonna be there, Gretchen? Absolutely. Against my better judgment, yes. Are you not? It's not like I have anything else going on. No, remain silent. Well, we have talked to animals, so I'm gonna ask, is Gretchen gonna be there? Because that's an important detail. We wanna give Gretchen good scratch and pets and love and attention she deserves. That depends. Are you gonna be there, Gretchen? Her expression.
Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side through thick and thin, however odd her passions may be.
Gretchen, you're too sweet for this world. I will love and protect you forever. Of course, it's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more, I'm in. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun and that's all that mattered to us. In the end, it's important to have fun when you're making your videos. I wholeheartedly agree with you. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. Okay, so Kanika works... I hope I'm pronouncing this name right. Kanika works at the general store. Good to know. What about Reese? But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Hidey hole. That sounds way too cozy and nice. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Of course not. Go ahead. Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by or? Oh no, I hope everything is okay. She looks really concerned. Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Oh, she looks so sad. What's going on? Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah. Just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Damn, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Oh, she looks so sad.
Reese, there's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him.
What do you mean you don't like the smell of Reese? Okay. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Explore, did he ask you to bring me to his house? Is he okay? Are you okay? What's his deal? Good. I'm gonna ask, are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm more worried about Reese. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Sounds good. I would love to meet your friends. That'd be nice, we'll see. You haven't I met enough people already? That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. Yes. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a tip, leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip you didn't even spend any money. It's not about whether I spend any money or not. Avery was so kind to us. I definitely want to leave a tip and I want to leave a generous one. At that. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumbled $5 bill. You know, it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience. But you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. True. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Oh, you saw it. I thought that no one would see. But okay. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. Oh, wow. Okay, now we gotta see this properly. Wait, so is this our family mansion? And this is the rest of the town? And that must be the town? Oh, there's a gas station. The general store was on this side, and I'm not sure, was it the library or what, bookstore or something on this side? Okay, interesting. What do I see here? Is that a church of some kind? Perhaps? Oh, there's a Gretchen there. Awesome. Okay, so it hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. When you put it like that, yeah, I can kind of understand what is being implied here, but I'm hoping Stella is someone we can trust. I mean, they have a dog, so I trust Gretchen more than Stella at the moment. I realized that I just followed a stranger into the woods, but let's hope this is gonna end well. You feel more alive than you've been in years. Strangely calm, tense, unsettled, nothing. More alive than you've been in years, sure. You feel alive. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the setting sun painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. It's been a while since you felt this in the moment, this present. The world around you feels almost magical. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record. Since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet, until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change. Like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. I agree, yeah. Just quickly checking how beautiful this scenery is again.
And we could see Gretchen ready for an adventure over there.
Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. It's okay, you can talk to me about global warming or each summer getting warmer than the one before. I won't mind. We need to talk about these things, it's totally fine. And you know what, Stella? I love the autumn too. Are you really expecting to find anything? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? Like ghosts and whatnot? Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than cryptids, or let's move on. I'm gonna ask this one first. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. Wait, what? That was pretty messed up. Deers don't actually do that, right? That sounds pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Why do you watch tons of videos where deers eat baby birds? Should I be worried? Okay. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It was a 5-foot deep 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. Wow. That sounds horrifying. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed. But you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Yeah, it makes sense, yeah. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It was all stuff from the 50s too, which was super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Okay, souvenir from Tetanus Lake. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Let's ask about ghosts and whatnot. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I'd just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist. Because if they really are out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all of that just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Anyways, what about aliens? I gotta ask. What do you think about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids.
I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Even since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense.
So her parents went away. What do you mean by that, Gretchen? Did they leave or are they, like, did they pass away? You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Heck yes, aliens are real. I'm skeptical. See, that's just what the government wants you to think. I have absolutely no opinions on aliens. Remain silent. What kind of character I'm playing? I'm street smart and I talk to animals. Oh, Gretchen looks worried. Oh no. Well. I'm gonna be honest and say I have absolutely no opinions on aliens. Then why did you... Forget I said anything. Are you really expecting to find anything? Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? Let's move on. I'm gonna ask you... Well, this seems a bit rude. Are you really expecting to find anything? I might not want to choose this option. So I'm gonna ask the second question. Has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. Okay, so what do we know about Reese? He couldn't make it today to this cryptid hunting session. Gretchen here said that something isn't right with Reese and that he smells weird. Okay, and now we know about his past, that he has fallen down the ravine and injured his leg. Okay. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage on what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. Oh no! And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not.
Oh, as if I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind. That's what I did. And I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours.
I love Gretchen so much. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. Oh god. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was the time I accidentally stumbled into Old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. Okay. So don't mess with Old Duke. Good to know. So, yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Are you sure it's safe? Are you really expecting to find anything? I'm not gonna ask again, so I'm gonna say let's move on. Whoa, what was that? Did you hear that?